Good morning, folks. Let a few people get in here. And we'll run a giveaway. Looks like we got 4 of us in here. Hi, Brian. Hey, Daniel. Gonna hunt some pennies today, wheaties. Hey, Kane. You bet, Brian. So I need to go over here and see. Oh, I haven't turned the bot on. Okay. Got it turned on. I'll give it a couple seconds. See if it's working. Yep, looks like the bot's working. We'll get a giveaway going. Start a stream. Give you 7 minutes to get in it. Okay, it is going. Actually, it's 8 minutes. Have 8 minutes to get in it. 40% earn a dime, like normal. Explanation point raffle, like Daniel just did there. Get you in it. Hi, MSS. Hey, Donald. Gonna hunt some pennies today, actually, and I'll show you some of the things I found this week. Got a 2021 Tuskegee with the die chip on the tower. It's a small one, right above, right in the windows up at the top there. There. While people are getting in the giveaway. Got the 2020 Denver Salt River Bay. This one, I found a few of these. And where you want to be looking on these is right there on that. There be a die chip right there. And the one on this one, there's a gap in the leaves right there. You can see the die chip right under my toothpick. Hey, Captain Vic. Get in the giveaway. This one be tough to see, but it's not really anything. It's a 2020 Weir Farm, and it's struck grease on the obverse. You can see the lettering on the right hand side. In God We Trust. A little bit of America is about gone. That's a struck through grease. Oh, shoot. Sorry, guys. That's my fault. Here, we'll go back through it. Doggone it. Sitting here looking at the chat. My bad. Okay, this struck through grease. Sorry, guys. See the letters of the "In God We Trust." The very end of them there are just about missing. Same a little bit with America, the end of the America there. Go through these others. Sorry about, I forget to switch between screens. This is the Salt River Bay. And the two places to look, actually there's another place on the other side, but that little indent right there on the end leaf, there'll be a dye chip out there. And then right there, there's kind of a opening in there, and that will fill. You can see a little bit of a dye chip right there in that leaf. This is Tuskegee, and one place to look on them, if I get my toothpick up in there, there'll be dye chips in the tower area. There you can see the dye chip in the window. It's pretty small. I've seen a lot bigger ones, but there's a dye chip right there. Okay, this is another Marsh Billings Rockefeller, and this is a master hub error. It was found on quite a few coins, and you look in the tree right there below between the two branches. You can see that, and that's actually in Cuse. It's struck through debris error that's found on a number of those coins. It's actually, rather than being raised like a lot of the errors, it's actually dipped in. And it was actually done on the master hub before the dies were, the dies are made from. So that's kind of a cool error. And I don't know if you were watching last week. We were hunting $half there for a bit. And this is, I'm about 95% certain that it is the FS 102. I think I made mention to it then. I don't have the scope zoomed in quite as much, but there's splitting on the top of the eye and also on the top of the N. And if you know, I searched through a lot of these 71 Denvers, and then also on this one, this is where I'm usually looking on these for the secondary DDOs, the ones that aren't found or aren't, you can't get it graded for it unless it's maybe the annex. But there's actually 3 serifs on the bottom of this eye, as well as 2 on the top of the eye, and I'm about 95% sure that is a FS 102. Looked at the other pictures from it. Of course, I didn't take the time last week to do it on the stream, but like I say, I'm pretty certain it is. I don't think it's a grader. It's not nice enough, and even if it's in MS, it's worth about $40 at, for like an MS 60. This is more of an AU coin. It's definitely been circulated, so not worth grading, but he'll go into my collection. It looks like I timed that about right, even without flipping to the scope. And the raffle is over, so we'll get in there, get to the right screen here, and pick a winner. See who we got. Captain Vic, you've been pretty lucky. Captain Vic, congrats. Congrats, congrats. Send me an email. We'll get it sent out to you. Probably be, I'm not for sure what day I'll go in town, Monday or Tuesday next week. Anyway, get back here to the screen. Maybe you'll get the next one, Donald. What we got here, hopefully you can sort of see. I've got 10 rolls sitting up here, anywhere from 9 cents a penny up to 44 cents a penny. Got this box that I opened last week. I paid 12 cents a roll or a penny in there. We'll start with one of them rolls to start off. They weren't too bad. I'll set this box off to the side. Yeah, I like my scope. Another thing, I think I told you last week about this spike head that I found. I did submit the pictures to it. They'll be popping up on the Cuds on Coins page here probably in the next week. Again, this is one of the 12 cent a penny rolls. And so I got 9 to 44 cents. What I'll do here, I'll open as many up. We'll get done before 2 o'clock so people can go over to Pa, spare time. Open up as many as we can. And now what I'll do, and I think most everybody's been here before, we'll go through these, sort them by decade, teen, 20, 30s, 40s, and 50s. And if there's any of the dates that got possible varieties, some of the better known ones. 1909 VDB, if you find one of them, there's a DDO. 17 Philly, there's a DDO. If we find a 22, we'll be looking for a no D. 36 Philly, there's like 3 DDOs. 41 Philly, there's like 3 DDOs to be looking for. 44 Denver, there's a D over S. 46 San Francisco, there's an S over D, repunchment marks. Of course, the 55, the most everybody knows about, 55 Philly, the big DDO. 56 Denver, there's a D over a shadow D, and then a 58 Philly DDO. That's the main ones I'll be looking for as I'm going through. And we'll throw them under the scope. If we do find one. Starting off with the 40s, 47 Philly. 47 Denver. Then if there's any really nice ones, we'll throw them off to the side. Got a 44. It's kind of rough to see. I'll take a look at it. That is a 44 Denver. Need to get back here on the right screen. Hi, Chicken Man Dan. Looks like I need to zoom it down just a little bit. We'll do that. Get it down a little lower so we can all see it just a little bit better. Looking for the D over S, and I'm not seeing it. What you'll see on the D over S, there should be a little bit of the S up above the top serif of an S up above the D. That one ain't in the best shape, but flip it back. Hopefully I don't keep forgetting about that. 55 Denver. You can say we'll sort them by decades. 53 Denver. 56 Denver. Eventually, when I get quite a few of these sorted through, then we'll take them from the decades, and then we'll go through and separate them by, that's a 50. Separate them by date and mint mark, and then maybe throw some into a book. That's a 20s, 1926 Philly. Yeah, well, and that's another thing. Person needs to probably go through. You probably would see it, like the 43 copper and the 44 steel. But there's very few of those. And of course, like most pennies, they're probably most of these that have been looked at once. That was a 58. 49 Philly. People say they're unsearched. They've probably been searched through. That's how they... The only hope you have is if you buy them by the bag, pull, hopefully, like especially from a coin store. Hopefully they haven't been searched. That was a 54 Denver, 56 Denver, 49 Philly, 46 Philly. That actually is a pretty nice coin for a brown cent. 58 Denver. Like I say, we'll try and just hunt through as many as we can so we get done by 2 o'clock. So that's a 40 something. 40 Philly. Just had some gunk. Excuse me. 56 Denver. There's a 37. So what we like to see, some teens, 20s, and 30s. That might be an early date. No, it's just a 46. It had kind of a weak strike on it. 42 Philly. There's a 1926 Philly. 53 Denver. I think what we're seeing here, you can pay good money for a roll of these on eBay, and unless they're guaranteed. 55 Denver. To have certain things in them, you're probably paying too much. 47 Philly. I've got so many of these I bought a few years ago. Just to check out, see what they were like. 57 Denver. There's a 35. 50 Denver. 53 Denver. I know I hit the fast. 52 Denver. 46. 42. Oop. Try to keep my piles separate. There's a nice earlier date. That's a 27. Another nice one. Nice earlier date. I'll flip it back under the scope. Let you see it. It's slick. That is a 1919. Don't see any mint mark. That's a teeny. Flip back. $55 Denver. 52 Denver. 51 Denver. So yeah, like these rolls, 12 cents a piece. So I basically paid $6 a roll. Just as good at pennies that I probably paid. Well, that one's 29 cents a roll. We'll find out. Looks like a couple of these got some early enders on them. 53 Denver. That's a 34 Philly. Get it on the right pile. Beat up 57 Denver. 1949. Hi, Fleabag. 53 Denver. 56 Denver. And a 50 Denver. Well, this is one of the 9-cent per penny rolls, so basically paid $45 for the bag of 500. Like I said, these will probably be as good as some of them that are 12 to 20 cents. More likely to be less searched. 58 Denver. 56 Denver. 56 Denver. 58 Denver. 52 Denver. 1950 Denver. Well, at least we're getting older. 53 Denver. 57 Denver. 54 Denver. 53 Denver. Like I say, just sorting them into decades for right now. We'll eventually, over time, 51, 52 Denver. Excuse me, here. Got a frog in my throat. Probably need to take a drink of water. 54 Denver. 51 Denver. 56 Denver. 57 Denver. All 50s so far. 58. Thought we had some pretty good luck on these last week or before. 57, 52 Denver. 57 Philly. 53 Denver. So it's been all 50s so far. 57 Denver, 58 Denver. There's a 46 finally. 57 Denver. 7 Denver. 7 Denver. 53. 53 Denver. This roll ain't very good. 56 Denver. 58 Philly. I was thinking we found some 20s and 30s in these. That was a 56. 54 Denver. A couple rolls we hunted before. 52 Denver. 7 Denver. 3 Denver. 53 Denver. Oh, and I went by some 56 Denvers, didn't I? Well, speak of that, here comes one. 58 Denver. 56 Denver. Take a look at D over D above shadow D. There'll be a D below it. Not seeing anything there. Yeah, and I'll check them over again when I sort them into year and mint in future. 53 Denver. 51 Denver. There's another 56 Denver. I'm not seeing it. Don't see anything there. Seven Philly. Well, this roll's been pretty much a bust. 57, all 50s. 53 Denver. 58 Denver. 51 Philly. There's another 56 Denver. I won't switch it back. It's not there. 50 Denver. There, finally. Got a 35 and a 58 Philly. I'll grab a quick drink here. Hi, T-Roy. Hey, Nubs. How you doing, bud? Well, let's grab this brown, and these are 29 cents a penny. We gonna have anything in there? Got not a bad red brown scent there on top. Also, I guess I forgot to announce it. Got an eagle, got a Liberty bar. If anybody's interested, I want 35 for the eagle, 30 for the bar, or 60 for both. If anybody's interested, just put buy it now. 60 in the chat. And out in Denver, cool. Working on Saturday. What's up with that, T-Roy? Well, looks like we've got an Indian head scent. Start us off here. Not in bad shape either. On one end. 1895. It's not as good a shape as what I thought. Anyway, part of it's pretty good shape. The bust is pretty worn. Yeah, pretty worn. Got a little gunk on it. Anyway, that's an Indian head cent. Like I say, these rolls are seeded, no doubt. That ain't bad for 40s. Guess I shouldn't have switched. What is it, a 44? 48. Not bad for a 40s coin. I'll throw that off to the side too and put in a good coin pile. And we'll go through these, see what we got. Well, that's a 45 San Francisco. There's an earlier date, 1926. It's pretty slick. Another 1926. 49. 48 Philly. 45. I think that's that's a San Francisco. 42 Philly. Nice early date there. Good to see you, Dennis. Haven't seen you for a while. Been busy. 1919 Philly. Haven't seen you over on DTs. That's a 1930 Philly. Trying to stay up with chat. 37 Philly. 45 San Francisco. Another 45 San Francisco. That's a 35 Philly. .38 Philly. 57 Denver. Oh, well, sorry to hear that, Dennis. We've kind of been wondering what was up with you. 42 San Francisco. 1930 Philly. There's a nice earlier date. Hey, Mike. Got a little gunk on him. And it is a 1910. Pretty slick. Got some gunk on it. Same with the rear or reverse. Pretty slick. Oh, we got a 1919 with a mint mark. What do we got? It's slick. That's a San Francisco though. About 90% sure anyway. Yeah, it's a San Francisco, 1919 San Francisco. Yeah, my mom was 97 when she passed. She had a good life. And we knew it was coming too, in a way. The one thing, she was at home until her last month, so that was the only positive about it, I guess. 44 Philly, 56 Denver. That's a 54 San Francisco. 44 Denver. I don't know what that one is. I'm going to look under the scope myself here. Oh, that is a 41, so we can check it for the DDO. Or DDOs. Not seeing them. $49. $53 San Francisco. So a good number of estimates in this roll. Of course, I paid 30 cents a roll, so 56 Denver. 44 Philly, most common wheat cent there is. 48 Denver. 45 Philly. 52 San Francisco. Another 41 here we can check. Not seeing anything there. Not seeing anything there. Tomato. Not seeing anything. Hey, Crafty Dragon. Good to see you in here. Again, thank everybody for coming in. I know I'm just hunting wheat cents, but that's a 45 Philly. Hopefully next week we get a few rolls of some half dollars again. 49 Philly. I'll be in at the bank. That's not too bad for the date there. Pretty good shape. 1919. Pretty good detail for 1919. See what the back looks like. We get some wheat ears there yet? Yeah, we do. That might be a pretty good book filler. Not too much gunk or corrosion on it. Actually, I might set that one aside too for my pecking through later. Yeah, I don't know how many people enjoy me hunting through wheaties, but 49. I've got a lot of them to go through. I need to be working on my book. 44 Philly. The more I go through, the more I can choose from. Sort of date, is that a 48? 45 Philly. got so many of these to go through, and that way I can get to working on the book. And that was last one was a 42. That's a 40. 46 Philly. 44 Denver. 44 Philly. 46 Philly. Definitely the cheapest to hunt. Getting tougher and tougher. Most of these I got off eBay. 46 Philly. Hopefully I'll have a bag coming from DT this week. Those were some pretty good. That's a 44 San Francisco. Those are some pretty good bags of pennies he had. Definitely less searched than anything that I'll probably ever find. Again, that's a place, if you got a local coin store that will put together stuff for you. This is a 20-cent roll per penny. So I paid 12 or 10 bucks for the roll. But yeah, if you got a local coin store that don't hunt their pennies, that's probably the best place to buy them. 53 San Francisco. 51 Denver. And the thing is, just hunting through penny rolls from the bank, you aren't going to fill your book very fast. That's a 48 San Francisco. I would say if you got a local coin store, Donald, that doesn't search pennies, you know, they just take them in from people and then put together lots. See, that's like the ones from DT. They're coming from a coin store that doesn't hunt through their pennies. So those are pretty good place to be looking. I'd say for the price of DTs, 8 cents a penny, that's about as good as you can get for searched, unsearched, you know, because they're definitely not, those were definitely not searched. I mean, as many teens and 20s as there were in there. 57S. Those are some pretty good pennies. That's a 40 Denver. That's a 40 Denver also. Take a look at this one. It is a 44 San Francisco, but boy, that mint mark is as high as about anything I've ever seen. It's actually up between the 9 and the 4. Of course, them older dates, anything before, what is it, 89? Those are all hand-punched mint marks into the, I don't know if they've done it into the working hubs or actually into the dies. 47 San Francisco. And then anybody who doesn't know what I'm, 42 San Francisco. A working hub is what makes the dies that then they press the coins out of. So it'd be like a reverse, a negative of the die, and of course the die is a negative of the actual penny. So the working hub actually looks similar to the penny. before they make the die. That's a 57 Denver. Yes, I done messed up already once, Dennis, right off the bat. You know I'm gonna mess up. 51 or 41 Denver. That's a 45 San Francisco. $52 San Francisco. Hi, Richard. 49 San Francisco. So, good selection of estimates. That's actually a 56. It's got to be a 50. Yeah, it's a 50 San Francisco. It's a good selection of estimates in here. 44 San Francisco. And like I say, I got these on eBay, and I kind of chose all over. And like this roll, it looks like it probably come from a West Coast seller. That's a 58 Denver. Because there is a lot of estimates in here. I think that's a 47 San Francisco. Yep, 47. I knew the only way I'd get some decent San Franciscos, and that's a 50 San Francisco, would be to try and get them from the West Coast. 44 San Francisco. $40 San Francisco. Another 50 San Francisco, and actually that one ain't too bad a shape. I think that's another one I'm going to set off to the side. 47 San Francisco. 44 San Francisco. Another 44 San Francisco. No early date ones. 45 San Francisco. Be nice to see some 30s in here. That's a 40 San Francisco. $54 San Francisco. 45 San Francisco. $41 San Francisco. 44 San Francisco. I'm just going to throw this one under the scope. I think it's a 45 San Francisco, pretty worn. Another 45 San Francisco. 52 San Francisco. 48 San Francisco. The other thing, most of the 40s San Franciscos are a little lower minted. It's a little tougher to find. 40 San Francisco. 44 San Francisco. So obviously this was a roll I intentionally bought because I knew it had a lot of San Francisco. 53 San Francisco. Another 53 San Francisco. A lot of San Francisco mints. 44 San Francisco. Another 44 San Francisco. No 30s though. 53 San Francisco. At least got a good selection of San Francisco mints to check through to fill the book. 44 San Francisco. Another 44 San Francisco. 52 San Francisco. 47 San Francisco. And a 46 San Francisco. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We've gone through 3, 4 rolls. Oh, what the heck. We'll do a giveaway so you guys aren't bored. Yeah, the books are tough. The regular cheaper Whitman albums. If you have something that's just a little bit smaller than the pennies, that has a flat surface, isn't too more likely to scratch the coins. I don't know what would be kind of soft. That would help getting them in. If you got something that's, like I say, just a little bit smaller than the pennies and you can use to push them in. A lot easier than using your hand versus just like your thumb or finger to push them in. Myself, I buy the better Whitman albums. Rubber mallet, yep, there you go. I buy the better Whitman. There you go. There's some suggestions. Brian said plastic tubes from Tylenol. Anyway, we'll get a giveaway going here. If I get to the right screen. Do a middle of the screen. Stream. Complete that one. Got 3 minutes to get in it. I just started. Exclamation point raffle. Yeah, something to just where you aren't using your fingers, I understand. I understand, Richard. These pennies have been sitting around here for a couple years, and I have got a whole pile more to go through. All you can do is just sit down and start pecking away at them, get them separated into decades, and just start hammering on them. I don't know how old you are, but maybe something to look forward to do when you're retiring age. Just keep collecting them. They're worth more than a penny, so eventually when the penny disappears, they'll all go up in value besides copper value. I'm like you, I need to search them and get them into a book. That's what we're working on right now. I am too, Dennis. I'm not getting Social Security yet, but probably sometime this year I'll probably sit down and do it. Yep, raffle going on. Middle of stream. 40%er and a dime. Get in it. Exclamation point raffle. Probably got a minute or so to get in there. Looks like we got 12 in there so far. Got about 15 seconds according to the clock. Okay, looks like we got clock is done with. We'll choose a winner. And it's Donald. See, Donald? You just needed just be patient. You'll get some more of my loot. Congrats. Send me an email. Get back to the right stream here. You bet, T-Roy. Oh, how in the heck did that get so far behind? Oh, okay, it wasn't that far. Now, what do we want to hunt this time? Let's try a 26-cent roll of pennies. Got an Indian head there. 26, yeah, cent. 26 cents per penny, which would work out to what, $13 a roll? Of course, these ones where they seed coins into them like this, they're probably the most searched of any of them. Intentionally drop in certain things like steely cents. Oh, we got a dime in there. Seeded roll. What is the date on that? Merc dime. Looks like a 1920. Pretty slick. Pretty slick. Do we got a mint mark? Yeah, Denver mint. 1920 Denver. Merc dime. Wasn't expecting that. Yeah, Donald. I think you said that once before, didn't you? Yeah, we got a steely cent there. Kind of rough. That's a 43 Philly, I believe. Guess I'll just leave it over here on the scope. 43 Philly, pretty rough. Well, we got a steely cent. What other goodies we got here? I know there was a Indian head cent on the end there. 1908, so we can look for a mint mark on the back. Hope, hope, hope. Yeah, that won't happen. Yep, no mint mark. It's just a filly. Pretty slick. Another ones we got in here. Got a couple more steely cents in there. Another 43 filly, but not in bad shape for a steely. Haven't looked at the back yet, but that's definitely a spot filler. Got pretty full wheat ears on it. That's another one to set aside. Better than any of the other wheaties or steelies I've found. Another one, another steely. What do we got? That's a 43 Denver. It's a little rough. Definitely not as nice, but we do got pretty good wheat ears on it. Yeah, that wasn't a plated one. That's kind of nice. What else do we got in here? Ooh, that's an ugly one. There's another steely. 43 filly. A little rough, a little rough. Yeah, that one steel cent in there, that almost makes it worthwhile. Yeah, I don't see anything. Oh, there's another Indian. Actually, 2 more Indians in there. 3 more. That ain't a bad roll. Got here 1900 with some corrosion. Looks like we got a pretty slick one here. Well, 1881. Nice earlier date. But it is slick. And one more. Another 1908. Definitely slick, no liberty there. Mint mark, no. Anyway, yeah, we got a few Indian hits, a few steelies out of there. Hopefully be some earlier dates in there too. Yeah. Got a couple nicer. Got a little corrosion on that one though. 53 Denver, not in bad shape. A little bit of corrosion. Yeah, I'd have a little bit of damage to me. 80 years old. 53, I think I'll set that one aside for now. 55 Denver, not bad shape. I'll set that one into the potential. Get this ugly one out of the way. I'm going to just look at it because I can't see it's a 51. Hey, we'll start going through these. I see some earlier ones look like in there. 52 Denver. Pretty nice 58 there. Brown, no. 44. Of course, everybody needs a billion of those. 50 Philly. Another 50 Philly. 57 Philly. Get that top one if I can get a hold of it. Yeah, there's a teens with a mint mark. $19.19 San Francisco. Yeah, flea bag. 54 Philly. 34 Philly. 57 Denver. That's a 38 Philly. So getting a few earlier dates out of that roll too. Not bad for, what was it, 26 cents a coin? 50 Philly, another 38. 52 Denver. 44 Philly. Most minted wheatie there is. 56 Philly. 56 Denver. Another 44. See some other older ones in there though. 44 San Francisco. There's a nice early one. A couple actually. I see a 17. No mint mark. 17 Philly. This one ain't in bad shape. It's 24 Philly. Not bad shape for 100-year-old penny. Got some wheat ears. Yeah, not bad. Not bad. That's definitely probably a keeper there. Put in the book. Pretty good shape. Throw it over into the keeper pile. or 47 San Francisco. 46 Philly. Oh, here's another keeper too. Oh, dang it. Dang it. How nice the detail is on this one. On the front. Got a little bit of gunk going on there. I mean, that's got pretty good detail, but wait till you see the back. Boo. Dang it. Oh. Now there's another one of them. Looks about the same. It's a 44 though. 52 Philly. Here's another one that's, we got a couple we can go under the scope here with. Actually, all three. Not bad detail for 1919. A little slick. The ear's pretty well gone, but not bad for 105 years old. What's the back look like? Oh. Oh. It was slick. That's why I ended up with it. 41 we can look at for the DDOs. Seeing it, not seeing it. Not seeing it. And the last one I had in my hand, it's a little slick. It is a 1924. Pretty slick. '56 Denver. 26 Philly. 39. 46 Philly. 1929 Philly. Oh, a couple earlier dates here. '17 Philly. A little bit of gunk going on in the back. A couple marks on it. 17, not bad. Oh, tried to put it in the wrong pile. And that's pretty slick, but that's a 1912. Be nice to see an S mint mark underneath there. I'm not seeing one. It's slick, but nice to see a 1912S. But I'm sure it's been searched through rolls, so can't expect a lot. That's a 50 Philly and a 26. So that wasn't a bad roll all in all for the price. And what do we want to do? Do one of these 13 cents a penny rolls. I think we've done some of these. I don't think they were too good last time, but you never know. Got one real nice 53 Denver there to start it off. That'll go over into the good pile. One other pretty nice one in here. What is it? It's 58 Denver. I'll throw it over into the good pile too, although I think I got some 58 Denvers. Anyway, let's start going through these. 57 Denver. 46 Philly. 42 Philly. That's not bad, not bad. Nice to see, got a teens. in here. Pretty rough, but that is a 1918. No mint mark. Pretty sure it's an 18. At least by normal sight I could see it as being an 18, but pretty slick. $55 Denver, $50 Philly, $53 Denver, not bad shape, got a little red in it yet. $46 Philly. My pile is starting to overlap. Be careful. $47 San Francisco. $56 Denver. $7 Denver. $53 San Francisco. Another nice early date there. That's a $52 Denver. Seems like there's a fair number of these. $19.19. Is there a D mint mark there? Possibly just gunk. Kind of tough to tell, even under the scope. Probably have to loop it for sure. I don't think it is. I think it's just some gunk. Yeah, more move it. More it looks like this gunk. Anyway. $50 Denver. Time's getting to be. Got about an hour at the most here, 44. I don't want to keep anybody from Pa's spare time, which he'll be going at 2 o'clock. $52 Denver. $56 Denver. $8 Denver. $8 Denver. $56 Denver. $56 Denver. Pile of them. $51 Denver. $57 Denver. $57 Philly. Say I can't expect a whole lot out of some of these lower priced rolls. $52 Denver. Did have a 1919 in there. $54 Philly. $7 Denver. I think I went by some $56 Denvers without scoping them. $57 Denver. $44 Philly. Everybody needs a billion of those. And speak of the devil, there's one. Have I? I know there is. I haven't yet. I guess what I've gone through so far. I guess say, did I find any in DT's bags? Seems like I don't think so. I don't think so. That's the trouble. It's so tough finding. Because pennies are searched. People search pennies. Even they call them unsearched. They're searched. Somewhere they've been searched, more than likely. $56 Denver. Is looking for the Shadow D. you're more likely to find a variety in these. You know, especially out of the 40s and 50s, ones that people haven't actually, they've just thrown to the side, not looked for stuff. And when I go back through these again, I'll actually do a little better search for like repunch mint marks for finding varieties. Here's another 56 Denver. I won't swap it unless I see anything. Yep, I don't see. Now there, I would almost, okay, I'll go ahead and swap it. That almost looks like a repunch mint mark. You can't tell till you get it under a loop, but I'm actually seeing it looks like a little bit of material on the left side of that mint mark. I'll get it up into the picture. But it may be just gunk. And once they get worn enough, it's tough to pick out the repunch mint marks anyway. You just have to get it under loop and see if there's any notches in the little serifs of the D, or the little edges on the outer edges of the D. There's a little serif or whatever that comes off of them. I would say that's not, but yes, you're right, Crafty. The thing is, you know, the odds of finding one are probably greater, but the sheer number of like wheaties, I mean, you might have 5 in a box. You might have, you know, I've seen what, up to 50 or maybe even 100 on a exceptional box. And that more likely isn't going to happen. I would say, I watch Rob's hunts, and I know his pennies have been hunted through down there in the Dallas area. And if he gets 10 out of a box, that's a good box for him. I would imagine it looks like Northeast boxes are a little better as for finding stuff. And that's it. I found a 1914 D. Yeah, I mean, yes, it's possible. It's, you know, how many coins do you want to go through? And I've got, what I've got, 15, 20 penny boxes back here that I need to open and search. But it's a matter of time. And I do my stuff a little different than everybody. I'm sure most people just chuck all their zinc cents back. I can't do that. I mean, yes, if they're crappy, I'll chuck them back right away. That's a 41, but not worth searching for the DDO. But I like hunting for DDOs, DDRs, die chips, spike heads. I mean, someday they might have some value to them. So I tend to go through my stuff pretty hard. So I don't get through a lot of boxes. Me too, Crafty. I'll eventually get through a lot of them, but even the memorial cents, I go through with a fine tooth comb, looking for stuff. So basically every penny goes under the scope for me at one time or another. That's a 44 Philly, D8 Denver, 44, 46 Denver, And that's it. Pre-zinc, I have not put anything under a scope. I'd like to get about 4 rolls of a certain date and mint, and then I'll go through them. I'll pick my best one out of those that will go in my book, and then hunt everything else for all the lesser varieties, die chips, whatever else. Cracks, 56 Denver. That's a 40 San Francisco. Look under my scope. Looks like a little, it is, and it's a little, that's one of the little mint marks. 40 San Francisco. So I haven't even got back into any of my memorials that I've saved back. The copper memorials, 58 Denver, and hunted for anything. 51 Denver. 57 Denver. 56 Denver. And that was one I should have scoped, but anyway, 58 Denver. We'll scope them again, another date, another time. $0.12 a penny, $6 a roll. Hopefully I haven't put Kane to sleep yet. I haven't seen anything out of Kane for a little while. Of course, it's 1 o'clock in the morning in his neck of the woods. I'm expecting a lot of 40s and 50s out of these. 46 Philly, 58 Philly, 49, 57 Denver, 44. Everybody needs a billion of those. There's a 41 I can look at. 257. Yeah, exactly. I hate doing this. I know this ain't the time that you would prefer probably doing it. Maybe next week. I'm should be off racing next week on Saturday. Maybe I'll do it Sunday since DT isn't on Sundays anymore. Maybe we'll do it in the evening on Sunday, which would be your morning time, 47. To see what I feel like after I get back from racing Saturday night. There's a 55. First 55 Philly I've seen. Definitely don't have the major doubling, but we'll take a look for some poor man's. And I'm not seeing it. Take another look there at the date. Little die chip there, looks like in the 9. Oh, I didn't switch. Okay, there we go. Hit the button, but it didn't switch. 46. 55 Denver. There's another 55. I'm just looking at it by sight. through my little magnifier light. I'm not seeing it. And another 55. And another 55. Oh, just 55, 55, 55. Not seeing it. No. No. This ain't a bad 55. Not seeing anything really going on there. No, I wouldn't say so. I agree, Richard. I've got a little magnifier here that sits in front of me, but the scope is a lifesaver. My eyes are not good anymore. Actually, I got good far vision, but up close, I wish my arm was longer. 50, 47, 52 there, and this is a 41. A little red. Not seeing it. Not seeing it. Yeah, a little thickness on the truss there. Especially the S and the T. Might be one I need to look at. It's probably a minor, but its coin is not in good shape, so. Boy, poor Daniel, I don't have case on to duel with today. What's up with that? 54 Denver. 52 Denver. 57 Philly. 44 Philly. 56 Philly. 46. 47. 52 Denver. 44. 42. 46. 52 Denver. Another 46. Get some little better red browns here. There's a 56 Denver I can look at. Looking for D over shadow D. And if I remember right, the D is the shadow D or whatever is below. Is it below or above? One or the other. The mint mark. And I'm not seeing it there. $55. Definitely not the good DDO. That's the other thing. Without a scope, it's about impossible to find most of the varieties. Because to even see the notching, you about need a scope to pick it out. A lot of the really minor varieties, which I know I throw a few of the minors back because a lot of times there's doubling thickness on the Liberty. It's tough to tell if it's there. Thickness on the dates without notching. And it's like, it's just too tough to try and decide if they're... Anyway. If you want to take the time to look at all the markers, which I try to do, if I see something that stands out to me, 52 Denver, I'll usually put it under my loop where it's even better magnified. Then start looking for 46. That's a 56 Denver. I'll just set it to the side, maybe go through, see if we can find some more to 44. D8 Denver. Another 46 that's been partially cleaned. D1 Denver. 56 Philly. .46 Philly. 45 Philly. 44 Philly. 57 Denver. 45 Philly. And I wasn't expecting a lot out of this roll. 53 Denver. I think I did find one red cent. 51 Denver. If there was any earlier dates or not in there. The D overshadow D. I'm not seeing it. Anyway, another roll down. Makes 5 we've gone through. No. 7 we've gone through. Time is it? 1:08. Well, what do we want to hunt a fancier roll? 41 cent. So that was what would be 20.50 a roll. See what we got. I know, I think I got a couple rolls that had 1909 VDBs supposed to be in there. For like N coins. All right. A good date to start off. I think that's 1910. Oh boy, that date is sort of messed up. Definitely 1910 though. It is rough. It's a rough one. Hopefully, oh, we got a few early ones here to start it off. Hopefully this is a, oh yeah, we got some good coins here. 1918. This one don't have bad detail. It's beat up though. 1916. A few wheat stalks left there. I think I'm seeing there's one of these that's got a mint mark. 1911. Pretty slick. Pretty slick. A good start anyway to this roll. Is this the one that had a mint mark? Oh, maybe none of them did. 1918. Thought one of them, probably that one that was beat up. Continuing with the early ones. Holy crap. Is this a whole roll of teens? $19.19. 1916. 1917. 1919. 1910. Sure nice to see a mint mark. 1919. Another 1919. It's obviously a roll that I bought for just teens pennies. 1919. $19.11. Continuing, haven't found anything but teens. $19.19. Get the screwdriver out of my way here. Teens pile's starting to build up. 1917. Another 1919. About one with, just one with a mint mark. 16. 17. Ah, there's a mint mark. 1919 San Francisco. Pretty slick. Got some weed ears though. $19.18. Not bad detail on this one, but it's got some bad. Kind of tough to tell if that's delamination, possibly. Yeah, got some delamination going on that coin. It's a 1911. Oh yeah. Definitely delamination going on. It's kind of cool. Otherwise, the penny ain't in that bad a shape. Nothing on the reverse like that going on. It's Kind of weird. Anyway, keep going here. Oh, got a phone ringing. I know who that is. No big deal. 1919. I know what he's calling me about, or got a feeling. 1916. Trying to sell his RC stuff, probably, or ask me what it's worth. 1916. 1919. Another 1919. A lot of 1919s. But everything's been a teen so far. 18. This one don't look in too bad a shape. 1917. Got a little something going on the front. The reverse looked pretty nice. It's slicker than I thought. Anyway, that's 17. Teens pile's got pretty big. 17. Definitely been through the ringer. $19. 17. Nice to see a couple earlier ones. 18. There we go. 1911. So got about a dozen or so to go through here. 10. Cool. Give me a few choices to choose through in my book anyway. 19. Because since the teens ones are so hard to find. 1919. Almost looks like got a little doubling going on there on the 9, second 9, or the first 9. It will have to be one that check later. Probably just damage. A little something going on. A little something going on there on that first 9. It probably just damaged. It's kind of misshapen. Another 1919. Whole pile of them. 18. There's one that ain't in bad shape. Of course, it's a 19. A little gunk on it, but it's not as nice as what I thought. Reverse is a little more slick. $17. $18. I remember this seller, he had them kind of sorted in, you could buy teens, 20s, or 30s for different prices. 18. Of course, the 30s being the cheapest. 19. which means they've been sorted through. I guess I shouldn't be too hopeful for finding mint marks, but 1919, 19, down to 3. There's a nice earlier one, 1910. '17. And the last one. And in 1916. Guess some of the 17s I should have been checking for DDOs. We'll do them at another time. Anyway, that was a nice roll. Yeah, that don't surprise me, Crafty. Excuse me. Well, I doubt we got 25 likes, but maybe we can do another giveaway here. That teens file got pretty big. Probably not the 25 likes yet, but we'll call it an almost 25 likes giveaway. Get to my dashboard. It's give you 3 minutes here. Got it going. Exclamation point raffle. Get in there. Got 3 minutes. Like my computer getting a little noisy. There you go. Some people getting in there. No, on that screen it goes a little slower. Probably got a couple minutes to get in there. Get in there, Kane. Wake up. Put your exclamation point raffle in there, Kane. I need an alarm clock. Wake Kane up 3 o'clock in the morning. There you go. Get a couple more in there. 40% in a dime. We'll call this my almost 25 likes. So I'm sure we're not there. There's Andy. Hey, buddy. What you up to today? What you hunting? Just went through a roll. It was all teens. All teens. That was kind of cool. Paid pretty good price for them, but I think I only seen one with a mint mark, but seen a whole bunch of Philadelphia minted ones. Or am I waking Andy up too? I know he's more of a late night person. Oh, Well, okay, it looks like the 3 minutes is over with. Let's see what we got here. Many entries. Got 9 in there. Mike the Greek. Congrats, Mike. You got your address. You don't need to worry about emailing me. One of my mods. Thanks, Mike. Congrats. Well, what do we got to go through this time? We'll pick one of the cheap rolls, 9 cents. This is out of that bag of 500 we did. I think all we had was 50s and 40s in the last roll of these we did. Earlier there. At least I'm guessing that's the same source, same 9 cents. Let me get back to my other screen here. Okay. 50 Denver. 44 San Francisco. Looking for Denver, one of those. 53 San Francisco. 7 Denver. 52 Denver. 51 Denver. 45. Piles are getting pretty big here. 52 Denver. 51 Denver. Yeah, slipped in one early date. Got 1918 there in that roll. I was thinking there was some earlier dates in that bag, but the last ones we hunted there wasn't anything. 57 Denver. 56 Denver. I think I'll just set that aside. We'll go through a couple of them, checking for stuff. 58 Denver, 57 Denver, 58 Denver, 53 Denver, 50 Denver, 52 Denver, 56 Denver. Throw on the check pile. 44 Philly, 57 Philly, 50 Denver, 52 Denver, 58 Denver, 56 Denver, 53 Philly, 41 San Francisco. And while I'm thinking about it, had these up last week. Nobody picked them up. If anybody's interested, actually, what did I say? 2015? That's the wrong one. That ain't the one that's supposed to be out there. Get up here. I think it was the wrong one. Oh no, that's the right one. I guess I wrote it down in my description wrong then. That is a 2011. Had to go back, make sure that's the one that I wanted to have out. 2011. ASE 35, Liberty Bar 30 or 60 for the pair. If anybody's interested. Would fireworks get him panic attack? Andy. 50. 57 Denver. 57 Philly. 50 Denver. 51 Denver, been cleaned. 52 Denver. There's another 56 to check. 50 Denver. 53 Denver. Thanks, Andy. 58 Denver. Yeah, I wrote it down. Evidently, I don't know why I was thinking 2015, but it's a 2011. 58 Denver. 57 Philly. There's a nice earlier one, 1927. 56 Denver. 51 Denver. Another nice earlier one, 1917 Philly. I was thinking there were some earlier pennies in that cheap roll. 53 Denver. 53 Denver. 56 Denver, I can put on the check pile. Two more to go through here, 51 and a 58 Denver. Yeah, I got a few to check here real quick. Looking for a shadow D on these 56s. That one's rough. Might be a little something going on below the date or the mint mark there, but it's too rough to tell. Nope, not seeing it. There might be a little something going on below that D. Sure, I'm not for sure on that one if it's actually above or below the D. Let's set that one aside and take a look at it later. Under the loop. More than likely nothing, but 56 Denver. Eyes can deceive you. Looks like there might be something there too. We'll check them later under the loop. I think most kitties, actually I just say most critters, are unless they're trained to be around loud explosions like that. They ain't gonna like hearing them, especially when they don't know where they're coming from. I know when I had my dog, he was much more comfortable sitting in the car. And when we did it, we did a lot of fireworks, so. Oh, this rolling don't want to come apart. This is a 30-cent, $15 roll. Looks like there's an Indian head on one end anyway. Definitely well wrapped. Looks like we got at least one steely in there. It's a 43. I think there's a mint mark there. No, just a 43. Definitely not as nice as that one earlier, 43 Philly. What do we got for Indian heads here? $19.03. Pretty slick. Pretty slick. A little bit of gunk there. What else we got in that roll? Not seeing anything. No other goodies there that right off the bat. Got a 37, first one. Oh, there's one. There's one. Come, I didn't see that. It's a 1902. Rather than putting the scope back up, it's definitely not super nice. No Liberty. This was another one I noticed was kind of goofy. 52 Denver. Thought it might have been a steely scent, but it ain't. A nice earlier date. Uh, 1859 to 1964. 64 they actually made both fatties and then the regular when they switched them over to normal thickness. The 59, the reverse is different. It doesn't have the shield on the reverse, so if you have a date that you can't tell and it's a fatty Indian, you can tell by the scope or by the shield on the back if it's a 59 or 60 to 64. Of course, anything pre-1880 are pretty good dates. 1912. Pile of teens one just keeps getting a little bit bigger. 45. 46. 35. Trying to keep them separate there. 47, Philly. 44, everybody needs a billion of those. 1917, I'm not going to put it under the scope. It's got some damage to it. 52, Denver. 56, Philly. 46. Another 46, Philly. 56, Denver. Oop. Throw that off to the side. Check it. 34. I think that is a 47 San Francisco. 36 with the mint mark. 36S. Not seeing anything pre-40s with a mint mark. Just don't see them a lot. 40, 55 there, we can check. 1930. That is in really nice shape for 1930. A little slicker on the reverse, but the front is definitely one I'm going to pull and set in with my good ones. There's a teens, 17. Do we got a mint mark? No. Thought maybe I could see a mint mark there, but it's not. 44. 143. Probably need to start winding this down, so make sure don't overlap into pause time. 45. There's a nice 30 Denver. Too bad that's not a 31. $42, 40, 45 San Francisco. There's a 36 we can scope for the DDOs. 57 Denver. 53 San Francisco. 44. 45 Philly. 40 Philly. 36. Another one we can check for the DDOs. 36 Denver. 1920. Nice earlier date one. 20's pile's the smallest today. 56 Denver. Another one we can look at. 47 San Francisco. 51 Denver. Okay, Kane, we'll see you, buddy. There's a one not in bad shape. $28 San Francisco. I've seen the 20s with a mint mark. Not in bad shape. Haven't got some wheat ears yet. That's another one I'm going to set into my potential good pile. .36 there to scope. 42 Philly. Another 20s with a mint mark. 29 San Francisco. Actually, that 9, second 9 looks awfully fat. There may be some doubling on that coin. Not seeing anything to might be one to check over. Got some wheat ears on it yet. I'm not going to throw it, do anything with it for now. Yeah, it is. That was an awfully fat 9. 40. 53 Philly. Be one to check later sometime. 46 Philly. And a 39 Philly. And we got some to scope here. And we'll probably call it good. We got through 10 rolls here. Getting close to pause. Startup time at 2 o'clock. And I'm sure there will be a number of you that would go over there. Not seeing anything there on that 36. Another 36, got some gump going on. Not seeing any doubling there. $55. Of course, you aren't going to see the rare one, but look for a little bit of thickness or machine doubling for the poor man's. Not really seeing anything going on there. .56 Denver, looking for the shadow D. I'm not quite sure where to look at it. I need to check up on it again. If it's above or below the date or the mint mark. If it's above it, the mint mark would have to be pretty low. That one's about touching the 9. But I'm not seeing anything on it. $59 or $56. Not seeing it. Last one to scope here, 36. One's just a little bit fat there, but I think it's a little more pronounced than that. You'll see notching, if I remember right, at the date. Okay. Anyway. Well, I think that's all we're going to hunt. Have an end of stream here. Got about 10 minutes before pause starts up. Get back to the regular screen. Okay, Chicken Man Dan. Get to the right screen here. Do an end of stream. Have 3 minutes to get in it. Hey, we got it going. Exclamation point raffle. Anyway, we got a few more rolls to search through. It's kind of nice getting that roll of all teens. Like I say, if I remember right, he had rolls of teens that you could buy. It's been 2 years ago. And then there was rolls of 20s and 30s, of course, cheaper. That person, of course, all of them I'm sure have been checked through for mint marks and what else, and but I think I bought it just to make sure I got some teens to pick through for a little better ones to hunt or put in my book. You bet, Crafty. We'll see next week if we have a few rolls of halves to hunt through or not. I usually get 5 from my bank when I go in there, and I think I'll be in there sometime this week. They'll probably give me 5. Maybe they'll give me 10. I don't know. Last ones I got from them were, it's been a couple months ago. They were all 2023s. So hopefully they got them all cleared out. We're into a different box of them. That's the reason I hadn't got any for a while from my bank. We'd hunted through a box that I'd got a couple years ago. We got them all hunted out now. Wasn't no silver in them. Oh, a few NISCs. Yeah, everybody is getting them. Andy's been getting them. But then again, he got a good box here this last week. That's good to see, Andy. I'm sure that made you happy to find all them 40%ers, and what did you find? 190, but about 30 40%ers. $33. Yeah, that's a good box. Well, it looks like time has expired. Get back and choose a winner. Who's it going to be? The Gambit. Gambit 7. Congrats. Sure you send me an email. With your address. And like I say, I don't know if I'll get them out Monday, but it might be Tuesday. I'm not sure what day I'm going into my bank. But congrats. Send me an email, your address. We'll get it set out. It'll probably be Tuesday. So get back to that screen. I'll flip the camera around here just for a second. Things will just get black. Get it focused on my face. Anyway, ooh, I'm on a different screen. Anyway, thanks for coming in. We hunted some wheaties. I'm trying to do this just about every week for a couple hours. Little everything. Maybe, I know I've got a couple short rolls of quarters down there. I don't know. I think I'm going to do, I've got a short roll of piece dollars. I think I'm going to do those on a video though. But I've got some buffalo nickels to go through, some rolls. Got a lot of stuff to go through. It's good to do it on a live stream if anybody sees anything that I don't see or knows what I don't know. There's a lot I don't know. There's so much about coins that everybody having a little extra knowledge in the chat is always cool. But anyway, got 3 minutes till paw starts up. If Andy wants to grab a link to paw, that would be cool. If not, I'll probably be over there for a little bit. Go say hi to Pa. Tell him you come for me. And we'll close this stream down. Thanks everybody for joining in. And maybe we'll see you. It might be Sunday night next week. Unless Andy goes on Sunday night or something. I'm racing Saturday, so I won't be here Saturday. So, well, weather permitting, they're talking snow maybe next weekend and colder than heck. So, we'll see what happens. Anyway, thanks everybody. We'll catch you next week, hopefully. Thanks, Andy. Get back here on